Hello Libra and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. We have Wand Queen Aries throne has come out for you. It's interesting. I was just thinking about you guys thinking Aries is your opposite sign, your polarity. And I was like, you're the last reading. It was like Aries kind of threw Libra in straight away and said, you know, when you're in your opposite sign energy, there's a challenge to kind of align to that energy. And if you can do that, it brings in these great rewards. And I saw in the last fortnight's reading, there was like Aries was like, okay, come on Libra, let's do this straight up so that you can use all of my energy and, you know, can make the most of my season and achieve some great things. And this is what we're seeing here with Wand Queen Aries throne. It's this sense of, okay, now you have this sense of you've got something now. What is it that you are? What is it that you want? What is it that you really want to be attracting in? It's this very dynamic, magnetic vibe, speak louder than words kind of energy with the Wand Queen. So this is you. I feel like you're kind of on fire and it's like, what are you attracting? So yeah, it's very, very exciting energy. And so we're going to pull some more cards around this. We've got Sword 5, Uranus, Aquarius. So, you know, on one hand, I think you might be a little bit conflicted about some things that are coming in, and let's see what's happening on the other side, because it does feel like, interestingly, what I'm getting is when you're at this vibe, it's very different to what you normally are. So some people might respond differently to you simply because you're emanating a different frequency, you're operating at a different frequency. So people who kind of are like, especially the fixed signs, so Taurus, like a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius around you, they like you how they like you. And if you're suddenly turning up different with this different vibe, and they may not even know, but there's a sense that they kind of getting that there's something different about you. This is where they might get nitpicky or kind of cause conflict just to kind of try and get you back to where they want you. But it's kind of like, no, I'm the Queen of Wands. Sorry, I'm vibing at this frequency at this moment in time. So, you know, this is kind of like a new energy for you and you need to be in this energy. So don't let anybody else pull you or drag you down just simply because they want you to be the version of you that they want you to be. And you're like, no, I want to be who I want to be. I'm the Queen of Wands. I am. And it's not gender specific, but I really resonating with what I want and what I'm looking for right this minute. So that's kind of, you know, the energy, the initial energy that's coming in for you, Libra. So this reading is for, I don't know if you had a chance to say, it's for the April the 1st through to the 15th. So we're in the heart of Aries season, and it is for Sun, Moon and Rising. I always recommend for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. So I always recommend to watch all three of your placements. If you know your sun sign, your rising sign or your moon sign, it's great to watch all three. It kind of gives you a fuller picture of what's going on for you because each of them are very significant energies, but they're all very different. So, and I know that the Libra card has just come out. Sword 2 Libra, Venus Libra. So your ruler Venus has come in. Okay, so don't let this put you off course that somebody else is coming in and kind of trying to tell you how you should be or what you should be doing. That's kind of what I'm getting here with this because this is, you know, still a little minor challenge, but I feel like you kind of, like I said, you're on this ascended energy coming in. So, yeah, Libra, I just wanted to say very briefly that this is a general reading, so just take what feels right and leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading. The link for that is in the description box below. And for those of you that are interested in a personal reading, I have opened up to personal readings, so the link for that is also in the description box below. Okay. So let's see what is coming in for you here, Libra. So what else is coming in? Because it's kind of like you could get influenced by somebody else and then you're like, now I'm undecided. Maybe you're a bit hesitant to be stepping into what it is that you truly want. There's a little bit of conflict inside your mind, indecision, hesitancy, but it's kind of like if you listen to what it is that you really want, go with that energy because, you know, when you're emanating at the vibe of the Wand Queen, you can attract what it is that you want to you. So it's really important to be clear about what that is. So judgment energy. there's messages coming. This is a sense that there's a calling. And this is kind of like why you need to be in a different energy. That's why you need to be different. Something is calling you here. Crossed by the Emperor energy, which is the Aries energy, which is can you assert yourself to step into this and rise to the challenge of the Aries season. The Ace of Swords, there's a lot of clarity around this in your conscious mind, or you're wanting clarity. The Page of Wands, this is the thing that's, you're being called into doing, which is interesting. The Strength card, conflict around whether you have the courage to do this, but the Nine of Wands in the near future. You're presenting as the Ace of Pentacles. You're ready for this. That's the thing. You are so ready for it. Happiness around you. We love it. And the Moon, confusion as well. That's the hopes and fears. So, and as an outcome, we've got two cards, the Five of Cups and the High Priestess. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. And at the base, the Ace of Cups. Wow, you've got three aces coming in, which is saying there's so many new energies. I'm just checking there's not another card there. So much new, fresh energy coming in, new beginnings, initiating new things, because you are the Queen of Wands. And this is things that you're wanting to bring in. So, you've got Ace of Swords. This is inside your mind. The Ace of Pentacles is something you want to do on a material realm. The Ace of Cups, you're going to be feeling so differently. So this is it. Like, that's the thing, is you might even be, because you're kind of feeling different, you're at this different frequency. It might be that you want to do something different with your appearance. Maybe you're wearing different clothes. Maybe you want to wear a lot of red for whatever reason. But there is a sense with this Judgment energy coming in, I just feel like you might just be wanting to be or look or feel different because of this frequency that you're at. So the Judgment energy, this is the angels calling, message coming in for you. And it's saying you're about to step into something new, very, very new phase. And we can see that with all these aces coming in. The Judgment energy is kind of saying a cycle is completed. And it's kind of like, how do you think you went? There might be a little bit of a report card of that cycle has ended, and now it's a time to clear out some of the debris from that cycle, let it all go, and you're about to step into something. It's a rebirth kind of energy, and I love the fact you've got the Ace of Cups as well. Something beautiful is birthing, but with the Judgment energy, it's a renaissance kind of energy. It's like this feels like the whole new me. It feels like a birth, but it feels like a rebirth at the same time, because it feels like it's a newer version of everything. So it's kind of interesting, and it's crossed by the Emperor energy. So this might be somebody very strong around you. So this is the challenge of the Aries season with the Emperor energy, is making something a concrete reality, being really, really strong in what you want, doing things on your own terms. And the other thing with the, crossed by the Emperor, it might be someone very powerful. This is stepping into your own authority, and whether this is your own internal block or whether this is someone around you who's very strong, who might feel like you're blocking, that they might feel like they're blocking you at this moment in time. So it could quite literally be an Aries that's kind of feels like they're going, no, but this person might be the person that says, oh, but this isn't you. This is not the person I know. I want you back as the person that I knew you to be. Stay where you are in that little box. And that's how I like you. And you're kind of like, I can't, I've got all these aces around me. I'm stepping into all this new energy. So the Emperor energy might also mean that you're dealing with a whole heap of red tape, or, there's a few rules or restrictions or legalities or things like that you have to kind of get past in order to get to where it is that you're wanting to go here. So in your conscious mind, you've got the Ace of Swords. So this is kind of what you're either thinking or what you're wanting to bring in. And this is clarity. This is absolute clarity. This is like a brilliant idea. This is a great thought and activating a really good choice, decision, thought. This is very clear communication as well. So it might be you might have to be very, very clear with this person that wants you, or energy that wants you to be like the old you, that's not what's happening anymore. So it's just the Ace of Swords can cut ties with things and especially the Judgment energy is saying it's time to kind of clear a whole heap of old stuff out. And this is where you might find yourself wanting to clean or clear, and throw things out. So just pay attention to what part of your your life that occurs, if that occurs, because that will kind of be indicating where some of these new energies are coming through. But the Ace of Swords is just kind of, I want clarity. It can represent new contracts, new things that are aligned to who you are as well. So this is kind of, with the Page of Wands, this is what you're thinking of doing. It's something very new. It's something that you may not necessarily have a great deal of experience with. It's a page. So I'm looking at it. I'm thinking of stepping into it. You may have already stepped into it. And it's kind of like, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing, or maybe I haven't done this for a long time, but I feel the calling to do it. So it can feel kind of exciting and apprehensive all at once, and that you might be getting some messages. This is the deep down energy occurring for you, the root of the issue of initiating and starting something new that you really want to be doing, and you might be getting messages around that from deep inside of yourself. So that's why you've got the High Priestess, trust your gut, trust your intuition on this one. So it's really, really important, and you might be getting messages around creativity, messages around what you want to do with your work and your career. So it's the Page of Wands. It's connecting you to your fire, your motivation, goals. So you might be looking at new goals. It can be passion. So it can actually be related to a relationship as well. But I do feel like it's more to do with, it can be with any of those sort of things, really. I do feel it's kind of more careerish orientated, but it's got a bit of everything in this. So it's got, the only ace missing is the Ace of Wands, interestingly. The Ace of Wands isn't here, and you're kind of dealing with all this fire energy, and I think it's because you've already got the Ace of Wands. You already know what it is, or you're formulating what it is that you want, and then it's using the other elements to kind of make this happen. We've got the Strength card coming in the recent past. So this is where, there's been potentially a conflict, a fallout, an argument, or that there's been some sort of conflict inside your mind, and you've had to be really strong and resilient. And the Strength card always comes in when it's saying you need the courage to step into something big that's coming up. And the Judgment card is kind of giving you the message and the calling to go towards that and to trust that. So you're kind of gathering your forces, you're gathering your strengths energetically to kind of step into something that you know that you need to. Interestingly, in the near future, you've got the Nine of Wands. So there's a little bit of hesitation, indecision. You're right at the end of an old cycle that needs to be tied, loose ends, needs unfinished business, needs to be tied up. So this is kind of that Judgment energy if there's things that need to be sorted out, cleared out, emotional karmic debris to be removed. So it's kind of like, I'm a little bit soul weary. This is the wounded warrior. But the Nine of Wands can mean that you're so close to the end of that cycle. You're closer than you think. So, but it can be that you're a little bit tired as well. And there might be a part of you that's like, I don't know if I have the energy to kind of do all of this, even though I'm getting like this very strong motivation energy to come through. But I feel like there's healing around that coming in, which is nice. You're presenting as the Ace of Pentacles. So this is like, you might have this idea about what it is, a brilliant idea even for some of you, that you're bringing in something new. The Ace of Pentacles is like, I'm ready to bring this into a concrete reality now. I'm ready to take on this opportunity or create this opportunity in my life. So the Ace of Pentacles is kind of potentially realizing that this is an opportunity that can't be missed, and it's an opportunity that you're creating and making in your life. And it potentially could be around the gifts that you have to offer, but it's something in the material realm. So it's something that could be making money. It could be something that is kind of making something tangible, something that could be long lasting. So it's really, really interesting coming in with this Ace of Pentacles. We can see a new path is opening up for you, and it's like, I'm ready to walk down that door. Through that door. So energy surrounding you, got the Ten of Cups, which is actually there's like a lot of happy energy around you, which is nice. There's a lot of, there might just be one one in particular stick in the mud, kind of stuck in the mud person that kind of likes you how they like you. But still, like, this might just be a minor adjustment for this person. It's not necessarily, that's why I think clear speech and clear communication could be really helpful, because you've got a lot of support and happiness around you with the Ten of Cups. And it's kind of like looking around and saying, what things make me happy? What really, because these opportunities are kind of drawing from that. Sorry, Libra. The chooks were just making a ruckus, and there's been a hawk around and killing them, and I've just had to kind of go out and check that it was not the hawk. But anyway, I was saying that you're drawing from what makes you happy, from the things that make you happy around you, and you're kind of using that energy and harnessing it and putting it into this Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, this thing that you're creating in your life, which is, you know, the Ace of Pentacles could be this fabulous thing that could be like a new job, a new business, a new product. It can be, you know, wanting a new job or doing something around the home, going, okay, I know I want to do something with my health. It's something very creative and very tangible that you're wanting to bring in, and it potentially could be making, bringing in prosperity, which is a nice energy. So hopes and fears is the moon is kind of, you know, it's interesting. The moon brings fear and confusion. So that would be something that you're probably not wanting to bring in. It also can represent your intuition. So hoping you can trust your intuition on this. And we have the High Priestess coming in as well. The moon, what I'm also getting is that the moon is about cycles. So it's kind of like you're challenging an old pattern and challenging the way an old cycle went, and kind of going, I want to do it new and different this time. And you don't want to go back to that old pattern. And so, yeah, you are being challenged around you. It doesn't feel like that bigger challenge. It actually feels like there's a lot of support. Even the people that are challenging you are potentially the ones that are on your side at this moment in time. And, yeah, I do feel like it's a sense of not wanting to go back to an old pattern. So interesting, or an old cycle. So we have, you know, the Five of Cups and the High Priestess, and the Five of Cups often comes in when, especially with the Judgment energy, because it's kind of like you're leaving one stage or one thing in your life behind. So there kind of is like, and you're stepping into such a new energy here. It's really, really activated new energy with those three aces. This is like a big energy that's coming through. You could be really feeling this. And it's sort of like, you know, it's kind of like the energy is like, just say you moved house and you're in this new home. It's all feeling, you know, exciting and new, and there's new things you want to be decorating, or new furniture you want to bring in, new things you might want to do with it, whatever that energy is, new feelings about living in this new place. But then there's a part of you, like this Five of Cups, that might actually be really sad about leaving the old place behind. Even though you needed to kind of step into this new energy, it's like, you know, I miss that old house or that old flat. I miss that old space. Some of you might, this is just like a metaphor. Don't take it too literally, because some of you might be going, oh, I wouldn't miss that. But it's kind of like, it's like when you know, there's a sense of graduation, like you've made this move and you're leaving something behind, and it may not necessarily be a bad thing that you've left behind. It may be something that you're actually a bit sad to see go, but it's kind of a sense of, I need to be doing this now. And this could even be related to an old identity of you as well, an old sense of identity. But with the High Priestess coming in, it's saying, really trust your intuition, trust that where you're being guided to is right, and trust that it's time to mourn the past, to let that go, and to step into this new energy that you're stepping into now. So, yeah, and, you know, this is where you are stepping in. The thing with the Five of Cups is that you can, you know, this character's focused on, you know, it's focused on the three cups that have fallen over, something that kind of has already happened or is, you know, happened in the past, and its focus, it needs to turn around and see that there's two cups still standing. You know, there's things still in front of it. So it's kind of bridging the gap from something in the past to the future, and looking at what's available to you in the future energy. I feel like, you know, that's not so strong coming in for your reading. That can be the way that you can read that card. But I'm kind of getting, because you've got all this exciting new energy, you won't be sort of stuck in that energy for too long, or won't be feeling that sense of mourning or loss too acutely. So But I mean, if you did, it would be circumvented by these energies, which is the Ace of Cups, which is, you know, overall, this is a beautiful energy of something healing coming in for your heart. It's a birth of something that can bring happiness, something that can bring love, something where you're going to be feeling so much different about things. So it represents a birth in your life, the Ace of Cups, and usually represents something happy. With the Ten of Cups in here, just a lot of positive energy coming through around that, Libra. So it's in general a really fantastic reading for you. It really is. Just a sense of, and you might be feeling very differently about yourself. You might be wanting to do different things. It's you know, like I said, it's a really exciting energy to come through. So this is the affirmation cards that are coming through. The universe wants to kind of give you this message and then affirm it to yourself as well. So it says, my life is a mirror. And I think that's really reflective in this Emperor energy that's coming in, that's kind of blocking you. So whether this is somebody coming in that's really like strong and blocking you, or is reflecting what's going on inside of you. The people in my life are really mirrors of me. This affords me the opportunity to grow and change. So, you know, if there's conflict around this person, I feel like there's a person around you that's a particular catalyst. And even though there might be irritation and a bit of conflict around it, it's also a blessing. One of those blessings in disguises, because they're kind of inadvertently pushing you in the right direction. So interesting. This one says, life is simple and easy. We like that. All that I need to know at any given moment is revealed to me. Now, that's the other thing with the High Priestess energy, is that she reveals things when the time is right. And she's saying, yes, you are, a lot's been revealed to you about letting go of the past. So that's something that's coming in. I trust myself and I trust life. All is well. So, yeah, that kind of big message of trust and trusting those gut feelings and those gut instincts is something that seems to be an important message that's coming through for you, Libra. So let's finish this off with a charm. Just get this right. Let's finish this off with a charm. We have, the beautiful mermaid. I love this, the beautiful mermaid. And she's actually, I feel like what I'm getting is hand on heart, traveling through the beautiful mystical realms of love and spirit is kind of what I'm getting. Trust, because the mermaid is like a myth. It might seem that there's some sort of idealism around love, or feels like something is unattainable and mythical. And it's kind of like there's a sense with the Ace of Pentacles, this is being very quite pragmatic and practical and down to earth with this. And it can actually see through some of those illusions that come in around the heart. And I do feel like there's a sense of trust that something really magical and beautiful is coming, and to, allow yourself to go on this beautiful journey. So that's the energy coming in for you, Libra. Magical journey. So, lovely. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to see what's coming in the near future and the future beyond. What's happening with this sort of like, it's like a pyramid, a trinity of like aces, like making this beautiful trine and pyramid shape. What's coming in with all this new energy coming in, and what is being revealed to you by the High Priestess, because she's going to reveal things all in good time. So we're going to have a little squeeze at the near future and the future beyond, ask any other clarifiers or intuitive messages that you need to hear. And we're also going to tune into career, money, love and relationships and pull some cards specifically to those three things. So that's all in the extended reading. The link for that will be in the description box below. Love it if you come over, and I usually pin the link to the comments as well. But if this is where we're leaving each other, Libra, thank you so much for joining me, and please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, because that lets YouTube know that you appreciate this content and helps with the growth of the channel. So please take care and look forward to talking soon.